So this video unfortunately is not clickbait, although I kind of wish it was, but yeah, unfortunately not. My Christmas just got canceled. So I kind of wanted to talk about what's going on with that and then just kind of reflect on the year a bit, because I don't really do stuff like that as far as dedicated videos are concerned, and I plan on taking the next 2 days off. But yeah, my Christmas just got canceled. So what happened was I got a text this morning from my grandma, and I thought I was having a really weird dream, and I thought, oh, I'm still dreaming, but no, unfortunately I wasn't. And she said that Christmas was canceled, and I was like, what are you talking about? What do you mean Christmas is canceled? I'm coming over there tomorrow and, you know, hanging out and staying the night. And she was like, no, Grandpa just tested positive for COVID. And I was like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. So my aunt works at a hospital, and she got COVID from the hospital, because it seems like it's going around again this year. Obviously not on the scale of what we've seen, and I'm sure like YouTube's gonna have some crap in the description box down below, auto populated. But she got COVID at the hospital. She was all right, but she didn't feel good. So by proxy, my uncle got COVID, because, you know, they lived together and stuff like that. And my uncle, I guess, still kind of had it and went to work with my grandpa, because yes, my grandpa still works. He works 2 or 3 days a week cutting hair at the family barber shop. I guess by proxy, he got it as well. Thankfully, he's feeling all right. I'm actually about to call him in a minute here. But yeah, so like the plan is always, you know, go to grandma's house. I go to grandma's house on Christmas Eve. I hang out with all of them. I stay the night, and then Christmas Day, everyone, you know, comes over. And, you know, it kind of sucks, because like selfishly, like this is kind of like where I revert to just a kid. You know, I don't usually take like big vacations or stuff like that or whatever. So because my grandparents are still very active, and like they're not, you know, they're older in age, but not in like how they act and how they conduct themselves and all that sort of stuff, it's almost like I revert to being a kid there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to do anything. You know, if I wanted to sit on the couch and say grapes, like my grandma would go and get me grapes like I was like I'm a 5-year-old. So it's very therapeutic and very relaxing for me, and it's something that I understand isn't always going to be there, but that's kind of a cross that bridge when we get to it situation. But it sucks, man. It sucks, because it's always a fun time. Like all of the gifts that I bought everyone, I didn't wrap them because I waited too long to try and buy wrapping paper. And then I tried to go to Dollar General yesterday to buy gift bags, and they had like extra small ones. So I was just like, oh, I'll go wrap them, you know, over at grandma's house. But, you know, it sucks, man. It sucks. I'm glad he's feeling all right. Obviously, you know, that's the main thing here. But it definitely sucks, because, you know, everyone gets together. But like in the same breath, you know, while I'm thinking about that, you know, I have to think about people who don't have that luxury. You know, people who don't have, you know, family or friends or, you know, whatever the case may be. And for them, you know, they don't get that luxury of having a proper Christmas, or, you know, kids who don't have a lot of stuff, and, you know, their parents maybe don't care about them, and their parents are in bad positions in life, and they don't get to experience like a proper Christmas. You know, it's you know, the gifts are cool when you're a kid. You know, nowadays it's like there's nothing really that any of them could buy me that I actually like need. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need them to get me anything. Well, maybe the socks and underwear, because grandma always comes through with that, because I don't know, socks and underwear are always at a premium. But you know, I don't need anything. You know, I have everything that I want from a material standpoint. It's about, you know, getting together with everyone. It's about, you know, spending time with the family and getting you know, getting the kids stuff and seeing their reaction, and all that sort of stuff. And to have that taken away, you know, it sucks. And, but in the same breath, I also feel for those, you know, who don't get these holiday celebrations. So it's like, well, what am I going to do now? You know, what am I going to do the next few days? I'm sure my uncle will probably have something. I don't know. You know, it's very last minute with all this sort of stuff. So maybe we'll go hang out there. Grandma did say we'll celebrate during New Year's. So hopefully, you know, he's feeling better. And I guess we could kind of pivot to that. But, you know, it kind of puts into perspective, like, it's not necessarily about the day. You know, Christmas Day in and of itself can be any day. It's about, you know, spending time with loved ones and your family or your friends or your children if you have kids, or your spouse. Or if you don't have any of that, you know, just spending time kind of with yourself. You know, I get it, man. It's hard out there. Life is crazy, bro. Like, it's been a very hard year for a lot of people. My year, obviously, you know, had its ups and downs. You know, but I still feel like I'm in a good place, and I'm grateful for that, you know. And sometimes I don't step back and appreciate it enough. I just, you know, you kind of expect it because things have been going well. But you know, like, it's a thing where it's like, you know, maybe I should appreciate it more. Maybe I should appreciate, you know, how my life has gone, because there's people that unfortunately don't have the same sort of situations that I have, you know, the positive ones and stuff like that. So, you know, it's been a great year for me. Even with all the crap, you know, with the health stuff, like, it's still been a great year because it's all been like realizations and like, okay, you know, you gotta watch that stuff. You gotta take care of yourself. You gotta take care of your mental, you know, you gotta take care of your physical. You gotta take care of you before you can really, you know, try and take care of other people and do all that stuff. So in that regard, like, I think it's been a good year. I'm already planning stuff for 2024. I'll probably announce it after Christmas, but if you watch till the end of this video, I could give you a little bit of a teaser. I'm doing a new book. It's a very niche book. It's a very specific book, but I told myself I wasn't going to start it until next. I literally came up with it like 2 days ago, the idea. I hit up Jason and I was like, yo, you want to do another book? You want to ride one more time? And he was like, yeah, let's do it. So I told myself I wasn't going to do it or start it until next year. But of course, knowing how I am, when I get an idea or I want to do something, I want to do it immediately. I don't want to wait. I don't want to draw things out. I want to just hop straight into it. So I've already been working on it. It's a really cool book. There won't be any sort of crowdfunding or anything like that because I don't need it. It's just coming out of my pocket. But it's something I'm very excited about and something I have a real vision for. And I think it's going to be pretty cool. But we'll talk about that more later on in an upcoming video. But I say everything that I said in this video to say, I hope you have a Merry Christmas. I hope you have a good holiday season. If you got family to spend it with, give them a hug. If you got, you know, your own family, your kids, your wife, your husband, whatever the case may be, you know, appreciate those moments, because you never know when something could happen and they could be taken away. But also remember, it's not about like the gifts and all that sort of stuff. It's about spending time with people. And if you don't have people to spend time with, you know, spend it with yourself. You know, look into yourself and appreciate that you're alive. Like, it could always be worse, bro. And, you know, appreciate the things that you do have instead of necessarily coveting the stuff that you don't have or the stuff that's slightly out of reach. Kind of sound like a pastor right now. Let me tell you something, church. But yeah, so I'm gonna watch some Knicks. I'm gonna relax. Maybe I'll go to my uncle's if he decides to do something. If not, hey, you know what? We will get together when we can get together. And when we can get together, I will appreciate it. But Christmas is canceled. Call grandma. she got run over by a reindeer. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I didn't know where I was going with it, but it luckily flowed very well. I'll be back after Christmas. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams. And yeah, so have a great holiday season. Whether you have the world or whether you have a crumb, enjoy it all the same, man. Enjoy you. Celebrate you if you have to. And I love all you guys. I hope everything goes well. If you don't celebrate Christmas, have a good weekend. Yeah, I'll catch you guys after the holidays. Later.